It is March 8th, and it is International Women's Day. A big soccer salute to the powerful women that run our world, right? All of you, whatever role you play, a big soccer salute to you. The theme this year for International Women's Day is Inspire Inclusion. What does that exactly mean? Joining us now on the John Schuster Coldwell Banker Hotline is Jane Grobman, the International Institute of Minnesota's Executive Director. Happy International Women's Day, Jane. This is a big deal for those of you at the International Institute. You do a lot of work in this area.
Oh, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. Yes, we do. It might be interesting for people to know that International Women's Day started in 1911 in Denmark and a few other European countries, and then it was adopted by the United Nations in 1975. So it's an honor at the International Institute of Minnesota every day. We have thousands. We serve over 4,500 people a year. The majority of them are women, and they're walking through our doors every day, really grabbing hold of the opportunities that are afforded to them. But most importantly, they're working very hard to realize delayed ambitions that they have and dreams that they have, but they're helping themselves by studying and working hard to reach those goals, but they're also working hard to help bring other people along.
Would love an example, because you have the theme this year, Inspire Inclusion. Can you give me an example of how you've been able to do that at the Institute?
Yeah, so this year we're featuring one of our clients, of which there are many, a woman named Aussie, who is part of our medical careers pathway. Our medical careers pathway has employed 4,000 people in our community in healthcare, many of them nursing assistants and many of them nurses in our community. So Aussie came to the United States in 2013 from West Africa, and she was determined to be a nurse. She wanted to help her mother, who had been experiencing a lot of pain in her life. So when she arrived, she had to begin by learning English, as many people do. She spoke other languages but didn't know English, so she learned that. And now, if you fast forward, she is pursuing a doctorate of nursing, so the highest level of nursing that you can be. But the way that she's giving back and inspiring other people is she's also an adjunct professor. She attends Minnesota State University in Mankato, and she is teaching other nurses in training at Abbott Hospital.
It's incredible to see some of these success stories. You know, when you think about things, the state of the world right now, there's a brewing from some groups anti-immigrant sentiment, whether it's the border, whether it's that issue. Do you find those to be challenging things, and is that one of the reasons for this theme of inspiring inclusion?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be inspired doing this work. I've been doing it for over 3 decades, and I'm every bit as inspired as the first day that I started. I mean, when you work in a place where every day you see people who have overcome incredible barriers, you know, life-threatening situations, and they've made it to the United States, their resolve is really unmatched, and it's incredibly inspiring. And not only is it inspiring, but it's really contributing back to our community. And I can't say that enough. When people come to the United States, they want to move their lives forward, but they also really want to get back to community. And our healthcare pathway is one example of many I could give you, where 4,000 healthcare workers are contributing in our community and providing healthcare for the elders in our community, the sick in our community, and helping to bring other people along in that work.
6:55, we're talking to Jane Grobman, the International Institute of Minnesota's Executive Director. It is International Women's Day. The theme, Inspire Inclusion. How can people get involved if they want to be a part of this effort of what you guys are doing and ways they can help?
Well, of course, we always need contributions because those contributions help expand the programming that we have and support the students that are coming to the Institute. So you can just Google International Institute of Minnesota, or you can go on our website, iimn.org, iimn.org. But of course, we also need volunteers. And, talking about inspiration, I think we hear from our volunteers, the people that come every day to help folks at the Institute, talk about just how inspiring the work is for them. And and they just get incredible satisfaction for that.
I bet they do. What are you going to do to celebrate International Women's Day today?
Well, you know what? I'm going to do what I do every day. Go to work, keep moving, doing what we can do at the Institute to provide the best programming we can to help move lives forward, because that's the most important thing that we do, is make sure that we're listening to our clients and providing the services that they want and need and helping them resolve barriers that they have. Adjusting to a new country, whether it's the United States or anywhere else, is incredibly challenging. But we see people do it every day, and we see them turning that around when they get their feet on the ground and realize the educational goals they have and the career goals that they have. We see them then giving back to the community, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, certainly is. What purposeful work. Jane, thank you to you and everyone at the International Institute of Minnesota for what you do, and happy International Women's Day.